I don't work. I don't think anyone with D1 should be forced to work. The disease is real. I should have had to wait for complications before the Lord of Finance allowed me some freedom. I could have avoided these if I had less stress and more time in the early days. But, welfare systems are being dismantled, and it's been this way for a long time. It keeps getting more difficult to survive. I used to try, but I kept getting fired because I demanded time to make sure I survived. Bosses are rarely caring enough to get it. I understand that lots of you have it well enough controlled to work. Great, but not all of us have that situation. I remember when I was first diagnosed, I was fed a line of bullshit about how this would be like a simple math problem. This many carbs, this much insulin. Perfect. New. Before I got a CGM, I had a feeling my sugar spiked in response to stress. After I got a CGM, I had no more questions about that. I could literally watch my BS go high with no food. I take insulin in that situation and it barely does anything, until later, when the bottom drops out, and my insulin resistance obviously changes dramatically. Frequently, one amount of insulin will either be too much or too little the next day. Sometimes the resistance hangs at a certain level for weeks. If this is a math problem, it is a nonlinear dynamic complex system, and those are impossible to predict with absolute certainty. And then when gastroparesis became strong, prediction only became more difficult. I puke a lot these days. My teeth are falling out, and friends and family just don't get it. They don't see me as a sick person, I guess. Maybe I don't look it. I feel it. It's not great. And when I did work, no way. I did not feel supported at all. I got fired for taking care of myself too many times. People tell me to find a boss who understands and I'm like, okay, where?